Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about this bear flag we have posting here on Bitcoin, a little bit of action and what we're going to see most likely today over the couple next days. So we have core inflation, we have inflation rate, core inflation year over year, month over month, and inflation month over month. This is coming at 8:30 in about 2 hours. So this is going to be really important, and it's going to be cause a lot of volatility. So it will be important in terms of the price action over the short term. Now, what we have going on right now is a very similar bear flag like we have here. And you can see that I have a feeling we're going to get some inflation data and most likely push to the top of this and then complete down. If we do break the top and stay above the top, there is some resistance here, but we could potentially move all the way up to even like the bull market support band. So if I turn on kind of my bull market support band, I was working on this indicator yesterday. I'm going to publish it soon, but I'm trying to get a really nice bull market support band indicator for free that I'll publish. Anyways, we could, if we clear the top of this and push up, we could see a push up to as high as maybe 85,000. There will be some resistance in terms of, like, you know, the bottom of this candle here and some of the bottoms of these, right, which this will correlate to also the Fibonacci 0.382. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. But I do have a feeling we're going to be coming back down out of this. If you go to like the daily time frame and you draw a Fibonacci from the top to the bottom, let me get rid of all this stuff again here. You draw a Fibonacci from the top down to the bottom of the last bear market. You get this Fibonacci channel right here, and we are sitting right now at the 0.5. There is a golden pocket down here, the 618 and the 65, at about 54 to 58,000. So that's going to be an important level to watch. And usually what happens is we do get a little bit smaller pushes down, right? So here is this. Let me turn off extend. So you can see that was a big push down from there to there. The next push was not as big. So if that pattern continues, we could have something that's going to be not quite as big as this, pushing from, you know, here-ish, and that would take us, you know, through this. But again, doesn't have to hit this. Could take us all the way down to the 2024 open. So this is just the price that Bitcoin opened on January 1st, 2024. We have the 2025 open way up here. But again, if we put the bear market support band, I'm going to publish this indicator soon. We could and should retest this. Usually in bear markets, we retest this pretty quickly, and we never really did. So right in 2021, we retested it once, retested it twice, then had the big legs down. Here, you know, we kind of retested it once, but it didn't actually make it to the bear market support band. Bull market support band. Now it's the bear market resistance band, really. We never made it back there, so we could push back to there. Let's go look at 2017. What did we see for the bear market? I keep saying bear market support band. Bull market support band. You can see we had the big dump down, and then we used it as support. And then we came back up, used it as resistance, used it as resistance, used it as resistance. So you can see we used it 1, 2, 3 times, 4 times really as resistance, maybe even a fifth somewhere in here. Then we had like the big push down to $3,000, where I bought some Bitcoin, and I kick myself every day for not buying a lot more. And then we had the big push up in 2019, and you can see kind of the same thing. We broke below it. We used it as resistance. We used it not really as resistance here. This time we kind of just went above it. Then we had the COVID pandemic, and then we popped back above it, and you basically used it as support most of the way up. And then here, you know, we went below it, used it as kind of resistance here, but then we turned it into support, did one big move. So you can see that a lot of people look at the 2021 double top as something that's similar. It is a little bit different than what we have here. You know, it is similar in the fact that we went below the bull market support band, just like we did here. A lot of people said it was over. You know, we used it as resistance, and then finally we had this move back up. But again, if you believe in the 4-year cycles, if I show the 4-year cycles here, I should have Here we go. If you use the 4-year cycles, same kind of thing. The top was literally almost identical to where it always is. So from the halving, the top was 550 days. This time it was 530. The first time it was 526. So it was basically an average of the first two. And then if we continue to repeat like that, we will see a bottom somewhere about October-ish. And that could be somewhere in the range of 54,000 all the way down to maybe even like 32,000 at the worst. So we could see something as big as that. Doesn't have to go down that far. It could just go down to this 786, which is 39,000. It could only go down to this golden pocket at like 57 to 54,000. So I think we're going to continue to fill out this bear flag for a little bit longer. Did we have very similar bear flags here? So if we do kind of the same thing and we look at these kind of bear flags here, we have that bear flag right there, and we played out, this one played out for quite some time. You know, this was from January all the way to like April. Kind of interesting, right? So January to April. Okay, so where is the bull flag bear flag we're in right now? February. Where's January? January's right about here. So February, if that one was January to April, maybe this one's February to May, right? So it could play out that long. It doesn't have to. It could break down faster, but we're kind of in a similar time window as we were to this one right here. And this one did on April 1st go up to the bull market support band. So we could see something like that. So this could continue for a while until about April. And that means we could come up, this bull market support band could come down, and we could come up, you know, even fake to the top, kind of like we did here. So if you kind of like draw this a little bit more like this, for example, we kind of like faked out coming out of the top. It could be something very similar to that. Now, of course, it doesn't have to play out perfectly the same as it has in other cycles, but so far it's been repeating quite good. And then we had a couple more of these, right? So in May, we had kind of another small bear flag, and then all the way down in July, we had this other kind of bear flag that barely broke down. But as you can see, you give a big move down, a smaller move down, a smaller move down, a smaller move down, a smaller move down, and then finally we hit this bottom and started moving back up, right? So I think we'll kind of see something similar. Again, it doesn't, I think it's going to rhyme. I don't think it's going to be perfectly the same as these other cycles. So we'll see what happens here. But I have a feeling that we're just going to be playing around in this range for a little bit. I am looking to add shorts at the top of this range. So I will look to add shorts around 73, 74, 75,000. But I'm just going to add very small positions because there's still, as I said, is a chance that we come back up to this bull market support band. And that's what I would add my final position into a short. So I'd scale in maybe, you know, 30% at like 73, 74K. If we get kind of like a break high above this, maybe a fake out, I'll add some at like 75, and then finally I'll add some at like 83, and then I'll have a stop loss up here, probably at like 90, right? So I'm gonna use very small positions, you know, 30%, and just play that on leverage. I do still have spot, and I'm still accumulating spot, especially on some of the stock plays, right? So, you know, a lot of these like IREN and Bitfarms and BitDeer and Mara, you know, maybe even Wolf, Coinbase, etc. I have started accumulating small positions in these, and I will continue to do so. Like Wolf, for example, is pretty much holding all-time highs, which is pretty crazy for, you know, such a bear market. You know, Bitfarms had a really good run and a pullback already, so I'm looking to accumulate more of a lot of these in this bear market. I'll probably pick up some Bitmine Immersion Technologies as well, which is Ethereum play instead of Bitcoin. But anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. I just kind of want to talk about what's going on. We do have the inflation data coming today. It looks like the chance of a rate cut is very, very low. If we go to like Fed Watch tools here, I'm sure it's going to be very low. I don't know what's going on. Was there like an update to Chrome? Everything looks so weird now. Everything is like brown instead of, and everything looks super weird, right? Like what happened to everything? This used to be black, and then now everything looks totally weird. Everything is just totally weird. I don't know what happened. Oh, is it just that? Oh, maybe this got turned on. Oh, that's funny. Light state. That's hilarious. That's all it was. But it like totally ruined all the colors and everything. I had this on. See, it doesn't change. That's so weird. Anyways, okay, that was dumb. I just had light and dark mode on. Okay. Anyways, that was a total distraction here. So it's basically saying there's no chance for a rate cut, even though unemployment is going up. Jobs are being lost like crazy, and CPI. Let's go look at inflation. Inflation. What's the name of that site I usually check at? Inflation. What's that? Trueflation. That's what I'm looking for. Jeez. Trueflation. Okay. I was like, I'm brain dead this morning. I was like, what's going on with inflation here? Let's check this. What do we got going on? I forgot they changed the website, and you got to do like all sorts of weird things here. All right, never mind. Inflation is coming down. Besides, now we have gas prices coming up, which is going to push inflation back up. Trump always wants rate cuts, and then he does things that basically stop the Fed from cutting, like tariffs are supposedly inflationary according to the Fed, and then the war and stuff that's going on right now is causing gas prices to go up, which means inflation comes up. So it looks like right now we may not see a cut till June, maybe even July, maybe even September, October. So the rate cut odds are way down compared to where they used to be. It's basically saying there's no chance for a cut. So we'll see what happens, but that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I have an affiliate link below to Bitunix, my favorite exchange. If you want to do any trading, you can also buy spot. You can do no KYC. You can leverage trade, all sorts of things. They are adding oil futures. I was asking about oil futures, and they're going to add oil futures. So that'll be cool. We get to mess around with that. I have a current short open on Ethereum right now, at about 2,050 on Bitunix, and I have my orders, as I said, for Bitcoin in some shorts. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, use my affiliate link below. You get a nice discount on fees if you use my affiliate link, and that's it for the video. See you guys.